Hello, this is a test. So, want to know what's in the bag? I'm going to show you how I choose wicks for my candle making. Here we have wicks. Wicks. Wicks during the candle making process. So this is my wick bag. Yes, I had to sample each one of these. Well, not each one of them, but I had to sample quite a few to get the perfect candle. I'm actually burning one now. So, with that said, let's get started on how I choose a wick for my candle making. Okay, I'm back. Okay, from my big bag, I have my wicks, some of my wicks here. I'm going to be reading from my notes so that I can be a little more accurate. But basically, in order to construct the perfect candle, you need to be able to find the perfect wick for the type of vessel or jar that you want to use for your candle. Basically, I use this particular jar. This is a 12-ounce candle with a matching lid, and I get the jar from Candle Science and the lid from Candle Science. Or I have this one also. This is another 12-ounce jar with a matching lid. This is a wooden wick, and we'll talk about wood wicks a little later. But first, let's get into the different type of wicks that there is. Basically, there are so many wicks, and I kid you not. This is nothing compared to what you have to go, what you literally have to go through to find your perfect candle. So, with that being said, basically we have like the CD wick series, which is a whole bunch of different wicks. We have the Eco Wick series, which is another whole, I mean, we're talking like hundreds of wicks. And then we have the Eco Soil wicks. And we have the wooden wicks, which I'll talk about later. But with the CD wicks series, these are my CD wicks. And I had to go through quite a few just to find this particular one to fit my particular vessel, jar. Now with this CD wick, this is a flat braided cotton wick. And it has like paper woven through it. And it's basically designed to burn at high fragrances, and it's basically used for like softer wax, like soy wax. And this is like this again, like I said, this is a CD series. So for this particular jar, I'm using a CD 12, which is 12 inches, and which is 12 by 6 inches. And this particular wick come pre-tabbed. And when I say pre-tabbed, I mean like this. And you will get like a you buy like the little sticker, and you just stick it on there, and you stick it to your jar. So that's the CD pre-tabbed wick. And I get these from Candle Science. The next one is called the Eco Series. The Eco Series wick is also a flat braided wick, and it also uses paper, but this particular one is excellent for like volatiles, you know, the little teeny candles, and for pillars, like larger candles or longer candles. The Eco Wick, it also works well with like blended waxes and waxes that have like a low melting point. For example, paraffin. This particular wick I use for this particular jar. And again, like I said, it's good for blending waxes. In this particular jar right here, I have a wooden wick in here, but I have some over there with the with this particular wick in it. And then we have the Soya series wicks. With the Soya Eco Soya wicks, this is a cotton wick, and it's used for like easy pouring. And this wick, it burns with a tighter control of the flame, which helps to ensure that your glass or your container do not overheat on one side and that it or the other. And they are good for you know, your candle won't tunnel and it won't leak off to the side. I have some right here from testing. If I can find one, I'll show it later. Getting back to the and that's basically it for the Eco Soy wick, the LX series. Each one of those, you do need to they are pre-tab, and you do need a sticker, a glue stick to adhere to your jar. You can get these wicks. You can get like a spool of wick and you can make your own, or you can get them pre-tab, which these are kind of dipped already in wax, and they are pre-tab, which is easier to adhere to your jar. Okay, I'm back before we were so rudely interrupted. Basically, that's basically the gist of trying to find your type of wick. I get my wicks from Candle Science and from Wooden Wick Company. You basically have to, you know, once you decide on which vessel or jar you want to use for your candles, you want to maybe go there, or any source that have like a wick that has a candle guide, and you check out the size of your vessel, and you choose your wick accordingly. As far as basically wicks are concerned, if you you can also find your wick by taking the diameter of your vessel. Well, you take the diameter of your vessel before you go to someplace like Candle Science, and you want to measure the diameter of your wick, of your jar. For example, this is a 2.5 ounce. Yeah, this was 2.5. This was 2.5. Yeah, this was 2.5 inches in diameter. If you can see what I'm doing, you just simply take your ruler and you measure the diameter of your jar, whatever jar you're going to use. Like, for example, this is 2.5 in diameter. This one is 2 inches in diameter. So with that information, you want to take that. If you have a 2.5 inch diameter, then you take that information over to Candle Science or wherever you're going to purchase your wick from, and you put you know, you say you have like a 2.5 inch diameter, and they will recommend the type of wick to use. But keep in mind also, you need to know the type of wax you're going to use too, because you can't put any kind of wax with any kind of wick. For example, Eco. Is it? Yeah, I think. Okay, guys, I'm back. So again, like I say, the CD wick series. This is only one out of a series of wicks, and I use this one for my natural waxes and fragrances. These also come in many sizes and shapes, so you want to consult your wick guide. So yeah, I use these with my soy candles, but if I was to use like this one happened to be a paraffin candle, and I was testing it out, and I used a Eco 6 wick. So that's just basically how it goes. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to the wooden wicks. I love the wood wicks. Okay, here's your wooden wicks. Again, these also come in different sizes, shapes. Well, actually it's 3, but it's still, you have to, these you have to purchase by the width, and the width have to be consistent with the wax and the fragrance that it uses. So with that being said, basically again, at my notes, the success of your candle is mainly in the width of the wick against the size of the jar. Also, the wood itself, it must be compatible with the wax and the fragrance oil that you're going to use. So wood wicks that are wide enough, let's see, I got this one in that. Okay, wood wicks that are wide enough for your jar, they must be compatible with the wax composition, because some types of wood only work with natural waxes and not unnatural. So basically, we have the single ply. Let me show you, pull these out really quick for you. The single ply, the booster wick, and the spiral wick. I was looking for one of my, here it is. See how many it is? There's my spiral. Okay, here's the spiral. This is a spiral wick. It's tubular. Okay, so here you have the single ply, one with a booster. The booster is basically a double wick, but it has a strip down the center of it, which is in here. And here you have the spiral. Now, with the single wick, these are used for like really small containers. Let's say a smaller container. You can use a wooden wick. Let me grab one really quick. Here we have a smaller container, and basically you would use a single ply wick that is 2 inches or less in the diameter. So this one is exactly 2 inches in diameter. So I would use a single ply wick, wooden wick in here, in this particular container. 2 inches, you could do 2 inches or less. And basically it says no more than, 0.04 in inches. So when they say a 0.04 in inches, they mean the tip here, from here to here. You measure it out. 0.04. Okay, that's for a single ply wick, wooden wick. Now with the booster wick, these are used for like soy wax, beeswax, palm wax, coconut wax, any size diameter. So this is what I have inside of my 12-ounce candle. I have the booster wooden wick, and it's basically not more than a 0.75 in inches. And you can use this particular wick with any size. I mean, with any wax. You can use palm wax, coconut wax, mixed the waxes, or anything. Okay, and that's basically what I have again inside of here. My Jamaican Me Crazy candle. Anyway, that one is a this one is a cotton wick, but I have some wooden wicks with this in my inventory. Actually, here it is right here. This one here, this particular wick is in this particular jar. It has a booster on it, and this is a 12-ounce candle. Now with the spiral wick, I may open it up so you can get a good look at it. The spiral wick, see how it's made? And it comes with a base, and you just, you connect it here like so. And then you put your tab on here and you adhere it to your vessel. The spiral wick is also used for all types of large vessels in diameter. 3.5 inches or more, you can use the spiral. So this is, how many inches is this? This is 4 inches in diameter, which means I can use this particular wick inside of this vessel. Okay? So basically that's it. For choosing your wick, it's really not much to it. You just have to have patience, and you have to really do some testing. If I like what I did do, and I recommend, if you're going to get into making candles, then I recommend you purchase, if you're going to do wooden wicks, I recommend you purchase a wooden wick kit. So this is where you get all the different sizes of the wicks, and after you go to like maybe Candle Science or Wooden Wicks or wherever to check out what size wick to use for your particular vessel, then you'll have enough wicks to at least test. If you look in my previous videos, you'll see where I've done testing, and these are the wicks that I use for testing. So, but basically that's it. And that's how you choose your wick for your candle. So with that being said, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Help me to grow the channel. I'm going to try to be a little more committed to the channel. And thank you. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace. Bye.